Come now to question number 4 in the name of the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, my question is to the Minister of Corrections and asks, has she participated at the invitation of the State Services Commissioner in any performance reviews of the Chief Executive of the Department of Corrections?
Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Yes.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Did she seek any advice from State Services on the performance of Mr Matthews, and if so, what information did she receive and when did she receive it?
Mr.
The
Speaker,
Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, it would be most inappropriate of me to discuss in the House an issue between the Chief Executive and the State Services Commissioner.
Supplementary.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, to the Minister, can she confirm that Mr Matthews received a positive performance appraisal from the State Services Commissioner and that at that time of the appraisal, which was just last week, the State Services Commissioner was aware of the content of the Auditor-Generals draft report?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, no.
Supplementary.
Shane Arden.
Supplementary question to the Minister of Corrections. Why did she ask the State Services Commissioner to establish who is accountable for the findings of the Auditor-General regarding the management of offenders on parole?
The Honourable
Mr.
Judith
Speaker,
Collins.
I did it because the Auditor-General found widespread non-compliance with sentence management requirements for parole, which meant public safety may have been compromised.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
To the Minister, can she confirm that Mr Matthews was this morning summoned to a meeting with the State Services Commissioner where a proposal was put to him that he resign, and if he did so, he would be offered a highly paid sweetheart job within the public service for the next 6 months?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
No, and the member should know that the relationship is between the State Services Commission and the Chief Executive.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Supplementary. Supplementary, Mr Speaker. Has she taken any advice regarding the law as it applies to constructive dismissal, and how much her comments about Mr Matthews to date may end up costing the taxpayer, or if she has not, Mr Speaker, is she just trying to grab a couple of headlines which the taxpayer may end up picking up the tab for?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, no.
The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, has she been advised that the Minister of Finance, Mr English, has received legal advice that indicates that she has compromised the Crown's legal position in respect of Mr Matthews' employer, which may result in the taxpayer having to pay out for her mistakes to the tune of several $100,000?
The Honourable
Speaker.
Judith Collins.
No.
Point of order, the Honourable Bill English.
Mr Speaker, the questioner doesn't have the right to mislead the House. I've received no such advice, nor sought it.
Order, that's not a point of order unless the member wants to make a ministerial statement.
The member made a statement in his question.
Order. The member will resume his seat.
Yep.
Now, senior members know full well that they cannot use the point of order to dispute a statement made by another member. They can, however, seek leave to make a personal explanation, or a minister can seek leave, or a minister has a right to make a ministerial statement. Now, in a debate, the member could, at the end of a debate, take a call and correct a statement. At question time, there is no provision in standing orders for that. A member could, however, though, seek leave to make a personal statement should he wish.
Mr Speaker, I seek leave.
The Honourable Bill English. Leave is sought to make a personal statement. Is there any objection?
On the matter raised by the question.
The Minister is seeking leave. The member is seeking leave to make a personal statement in relation to the allegation made by the Honourable Clayton Cosgrove. Is there any objection to the...
I can make a
Order.
ministerial statement.
Order. Obviously, any member is at liberty to deny leave, but I do mention to members it is most unusual to deny members the right of making a personal explanation. I just do remind members of that. The point of order, the Honourable Dr. Michael Cunliffe.
I would point out to you, sir, that the matters raised are matters about actions in relation to Mr English's ministerial capacity, and he can make a ministerial statement at any time. He does not require leave to do that.
The member makes a perfectly valid point of order. The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Minister, has she received or sought any advice from the Minister of State Services regarding Mr Matthews' performance? And if so, what advice did she receive and when?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr Speaker, the member will be aware that the relationship is between the State Services Commissioner and the Chief Executive, and for me to comment further would be not appropriate.